Wow, James Lights Out Toney says it's lights out for Ryan Garcia if he fights Gervonta Tank Davis. Find out what he said in this video in just a few moments. Stay tuned. What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. SLC, subscribe, like, and comment. Link in the description, as always. James Toney was asked about a potential fight between Gervonta Tank Davis and Ryan Garcia. Some people are concerned with that. And James Lights Out Toney says, quote, "Are you serious?" So at first, he turned away from the camera. Like it was blasphemous to even ask the question. That's how I interpret it. But again, you guys can watch the interview and let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. But he turned away from the camera and said, "Are you serious? Are you serious?" Man, I guess you are serious. Then the first words out of his mouth were mismatch, murder. So he said it's going to be some 187. Ryan Garcia better stay out of Tank Davis's way. Ryan Garcia can't spell fight. I know who can fight and who can't. He can't fight. And he was obviously referring to Ryan Garcia. This is what legend James Toney had to say, Boxing Hall of Fame weekend. And he said that in the latest interview. So I want to give my thoughts. I mean, James Toney's a legend, one of my favorites of all time. He just naturally gifted and, just ability, power, defense, offense, all that. And he slips from defense to offense seamlessly. What he said is exactly what I said. I told you, for starters, I'm old school. I have an old soul. And at the end of the day, I think Ryan Garcia versus Gervonta Davis is a fight that the only reason that it would even be considered is because Gervonta Davis is a superstar and Ryan Garcia has allegedly, this big following on social media. So it would be a big branded blockbuster fight. So for that reason, I can understand it. But I've said it in several videos. I would rather see Ryan Garcia versus other people based on, the competitiveness, like Ryan Garcia versus Isaac Pitbull Cruz. I think that's an amazing fight. You can put that in the Staples Center and people, I think, would enjoy it. And Ryan Garcia would have to take those types of fights, even the Teofimo Lopez, before, many people would even really believe that he has a chance against Gervonta Tank Davis. People are banking on the fact that Tank Davis is shorter. But ironically, if you actually know boxing, when you're short for your division, you're short. That's just what it is. So guess what? What happens is that means you become what could be a deficit can become your strength. Maybe you become harder to track down and hit. You can make your weights and you're used to fighting taller people. And I think that's the case for Gervonta Davis. I mean, I don't know exactly how tall Ivan Redcash is, but I know he went full rounds with Danny Garcia at welterweight. And I know a lot of you guys seen that sparring with Gervonta Davis and Ivan Redcash. So Gervonta consistently is fighting bigger people. Now, the difference is he's fought some bigger people that I know of personally, like at least in sparring, that are way more skilled, I guess you could say, and have a lot of experience. So you can't just tell me somebody's bigger. So that's the key. I mean, a recent example of this, I believe, would be in the heavyweight division, where one punch can change everything. And you have Alexander Usyk of the Ukraine, fighting a British fighter, Anthony Joshua, meet with me, right? And Usyk 6'2.5", 6'3", whatever he is. Joshua 6'6", outweighed him 40, 50 pounds, whatever the disparity was or the difference was in weight. We know that Joshua is just a physically more imposing, bigger guy. And we've watched Joshua for 2 fights struggle and lose back to back. We're going back to back. Yeah. SLC, subscribe, like, and comment. We watched Joshua 2 fights in a row not have what it takes to beat a smaller person. So you got to tell me more than just someone's bigger. I mean, I've covered too many fights. Terrence Crawford versus Ndongo. Ndongo looked huge, pause. But we've seen this. You can't just be bigger and you got to bring something else to the table. And it's not even necessarily just bigger with power, because the whole goal is, guys got power, but at the end of the day, Joshua had power. The goal is to not get hit with their best shots flush and full on and, things like that. So I don't know. I don't really see it. I agree with James Toney in terms of, I really think it is a mismatch. And again, the only reason for the desire is based on the namesake of the fighters and the fact that it would be a big fight. But James Toney, who was blunt like he always is, he said Ryan Garcia can't spell fight. Now, the other thing is that puts Ryan Garcia in a predicament is people are growing tired of Ryan Garcia talking about who he wants and intends to fight, from Gervonta to Devin Haney to Pacquiao to Teofimo to Isaac Pitbull Cruz. I mean, he has a long laundry list of names that he's finna fight or going to fight, but he hasn't fought none of the guys, right? So it's just going to be growing and amounting pressure for Gervonta Davis. I know old media, they're going to tell you the opposite of what I said and say, oh, Tank's 27, he needs to step it up. But no one really feels like that. You have legends of the sport of boxing, master pugilists like James Toney, and he's saying Tank will destroy him. So at the end of the day, old media can try and try, but no one really believes it. And literally everybody who is not connected to Golden Boy or Ryan Garcia directly that I've seen has mostly picked Gervonta Davis, and they're not even, they're pulling no punches. Like Julio Cesar Chavez, he said, I don't watch BS. So he said he didn't watch Ryan Garcia versus Javier Fortuna, and he says it will end real bad for Ryan Garcia. Now you have a legend, Julio's a legend. Now you have James Toney, another legend, and he's saying the same thing. Floyd Mayweather said Ryan can't mess with Tank, et cetera, et cetera. So it's only going to get worse for Ryan Garcia, because it's going to just keep building and building. And if he doesn't step up in competition and he keeps like clout chasing and mentioning Tank, people are going to want to see it. And he's going to want to prove himself, because so many people are saying he won't win and things like that. So he's going to be forced to be in this situation sooner than later. And I don't really think he has the experience to beat Gervonta Davis. So they can make the fight. I'm not worried about it one bit. And apparently neither is James Toney. Let me know how I did in this video. Drop your thoughts in the comment section. I do not see Ryan Garcia defeating Gervonta Davis. I haven't really seen any legendary fighter who's willing to speak on it. So with that being said, all these fighters picking Tank Davis and saying mismatch and murder and it's going to be real bad for Ryan and he gets knocked out and pulverized. It's not like you look at Terrence Crawford versus Errol Spence. Nobody outside of, I'm talking about celebrity boxers, legendary fighters, legend of the game. I'm not talking about online trolls, but everybody, even if they're picking Errol Spence, they're saying Terrence Crawford is a dog and a beast and it's a great fight. Even if they're picking Terrence Crawford, they're saying Errol Spence, he got this and this going for him. But the people who are picking Gervonta over Ryan, they're making it sound like Ryan has zero chance. So, it's going to be bad, because Ryan Garcia is going to keep wanting to prove it. And I don't think Golden Boy wants to sacrifice Ryan by putting him in with a dangerous fight like Tank Davis. And if they really want me to believe that they believe in Ryan, then they got to at least make better fights like Teofimo or Isaac Pitbull Cruz. Boom, that's how you get it done. SLC, subscribe, like, and comment. I'm the best in the business. And I'm out. Introducing Super Thanks. Right here on the official Boxing Ego YouTube. Super Thanks allows you, the viewers, to show a little bit of extra gratitude, which enables me as a full-time content creator to push out the content you need in the world of boxing. Underneath all the videos, you will see a heart with the $sign in it. You can enter any amount that you find suitable as a Super Thanks. A brand new interactive and colorful way to get your comments highlighted and noticed by not only myself, but other people on the YouTube platform. Super Thanks, a unique and cool way to show and applaud us full-time content creators. Hopefully you guys enjoy the content. Super Thanks. The future is now. The Hibernation 5s by Kenichi Bear. Hybrid gaming and lifestyle headphones. Out of the box, you can connect to any console or PC. Bluetooth ready, with a low latency USB adapter, color RGB, and extreme bass mode. The Hibernation 5s adjust to you. Whether you need a gaming, travel, gym, or lifestyle headphones, the Hibernations got you covered. The new Hibernation 5s, link in the description. Customize the way you hear the world. Welcome to the nation.